Oh, mon ami, you won't believe what I decided to try today. Traded my trusty electric guitar for a classical one, exploring an entirely different realm of music. Remember how we'd always jam on fast tracks, right? Well, imagine Chloe Martin going all slow tempo, creating melodies that would make Mozart proud. Now that's a laugh for you. This shift from my usual style was like trying to hold a conversation in Italian when you've only ever spoken English and French. But the whole experience, it was beautiful. It reminded me of trying creme brulee for the first time, where the top cracks so gently under the pressure of a spoon, revealing a smooth, soft center beneath. Such elegance, but also such a stark contrast to what I'm used to. Anyway, couldn't help but share this with our music-loving squad too. Pierre dropped the name Sus Music into the chat, an experimental music group, piqued my interest enough to add them to my to-listen list. People are indeed a treasure trove of musical suggestions, aren't they? Speaking of suggestions, have you watched Tomorrow's Echo yet? It's a total mind-bender. You of all people would appreciate the peculiar charm of its intricate plot. Give it a watch when you can, Decord. On a lighter note, we ended up having quite a heated debate on, you guessed it, pineapple on pizza. Can you believe Hyejin actually enjoys that? I mean, come on, a delicious, cheesy pizza adorned with fruit? Don't get me wrong, I have a soft spot for fruit and all, but when it trespasses onto my pizza, that's where I draw the boundary. Pierre's love, however, knows no bounds when it comes to pizza, and Max just sided with me. To be fair, I can't deny the conversation left me craving pizza a little, but without the pineapple. So, while my heart yearned for gooey, cheese-slathered pizza, my mind was all drowned in the melodic notes of classical guitar. Funny how the heart and the mind could be in such different places all at once, isn't it? But, ma chérie, I've rambled on enough for the evening. Ah, what a wonderfully nostalgic day it marked, mon ami. I was just going through my old letters, and guess who contacted me? Our dear friend, Ella. From her Italian homeland, she bridged miles with her sweet voice and laughter. Now that's a miracle of technology, bringing old friends together no matter how far they've ventured. Isn't it beautiful, chérie? The thought of different lands, cultures, entwining through common nostalgia and shared memories. Ella, with her truly Italian spirit, painted a vivid picture of her life there. She spoke of bustling farmers' markets, fragrant Italian bakeries, and colorful piazzas. Made me want to pack my bags and run off to Italy. She also showed me photos of authentic Italian pastries. You know how much I love pastries, right? Oh, those sweet delights looked like poetry in confectionery form, carved by artisans of taste. I was struck by the desire to taste them, those cannoli and tiramisu, only to realize the sad reality of my missing culinary skills. Adventures with Pierre and his great cannoli disaster flashed vividly across my mind. Remember that? The kitchen was a battlefield and we were ill-prepared soldiers. Innocent bystanders like Max and Hyejin ended up being collateral damage, bearing the witness to taste our peculiar attempts at recreating culinary masterpieces. Not to mention Max's own voyage into the culinary world with his pasta aglio e olio. The memory of it still brings a wide grin to my face. But hey, who are we to judge authentic? I think we did a great job of making it our own, defying culinary norms. If nothing, it has motivated me to bake more of those French pastries I learned from Dad. Maybe next time I can send photos of my pastries to Ella and start a sweet little cultural exchange of our own. Instant teleportation is still being stubbornly elusive to the science world, but pictures, they are the next best thing. Enough about pastries. Ella and I dived deep into reminiscing about our shared memories, completing that time travel through fragments of our laughter and sighs. It felt as refreshing as a plunge into the ocean, the realization that we might have left our past behind physically, but within us, cherished memories persist. Who knew, right? All it takes is an encounter with a simple object or just a message and poof, we are time travelers. Speaking of which, Max popped up in our group chat today with yet another one of his infamous questions. This time, it was about why most cartoons only have 4 fingers. Yes, you heard it right. It cracked me up. Max, the master of dropping random facts at the most unexpected times. Anyway, it's been quite a long day. Better wrap up and get some rest for tomorrow's training. If you ever get in touch with any of our old friends, let me know, okay? It's always nice to remember where you come from. It shapes and grounds you, even more in the fast-paced life we live now. Oh la la, my friend. You won't believe how my day was spent exploring a whole new world, from the comfort of my own room, might I add. So, here I was, sinking into the wonderland of an Indian myth-based web series, like Alice in her rabbit hole. A dear friend, Kiran, had suggested this to me, and let me tell you, it was not a disappointment. Every character was brilliantly sketched, intertwining myth and imagination, painting a vibrant canvas that held my attention like a magnet. It had the thrilling intrigue of a Dan Brown novel, but with an Indian twist. In fact, the series was so captivating that I found myself being a part of their journey. Yes, brilliant plots can do that, whisk you away into the whirlwind of emotions before you even notice. Exploring new cultures through such stories just adds a different spice to it, don't you agree? The coincidence doesn't stop here, cher ami. The universe seems to have its strange ways of connecting dots. So, in our group chat, Heejin brought up this unusual instrument she found, an Indian sitar. And you know what they say about synchronous events, they're little nudges from the universe itself. There I was, resonating with Indian plots on my screen, while in the very same window, my friends were delving into the depths of Indian music. Vous ne trouvez pas ça fascinant? Max even shared an outstanding performance by Ravi Shankar, which gave real essence to the beautiful string instrument. The conversation then took a delectable turn, with Heejin asking me about Indian sweets in the series. Oh, how I wish I could taste them all. Teleportation can't arrive soon enough. Speaking of teleportation, our chat diverted to another random yet captivating topic, a cappella performances. Imagine the level of skill it takes to create music with nothing but pure human voices. It's akin to painting without a brush. Pierre admiring the breath control in a cappella sparked a hilarious comment from Max. Can AI replicate a cappella in future? Trust Max to associate technology with music. Enough of the chat history, back to my series exploration. The web of events in the series was as striking as the Mumbai skyline at sunset, full of untold stories, vibrant colors, and emotions. Yet, the world seemed more resonant and real than fiction. Funnily enough, Max had said the same in our chat. Technically, isn't life a myth-based series too? You know, I wonder if we all live in a little series of our own, trying different roles, building our plots, adding allies and foes. But you know, no matter the plot, the music, or the chat, life without sweet friendships like ours would be a series without subtitles. So here's to our life series, my friend, which deserves nothing less than a standing ovation. Oh, by the way, do you remember our cannoli adventure? Judging by their shape, you wouldn't think cannolis would stage such a culinary coup, would you? I think our championship should feature in MasterChef mishaps. Anyhow, that memory makes my heart pound like the drums at a Korean fest. Those mishaps and laughter, the French pastry baking sessions with Dad seem tame in comparison. All right, I need to get back to my French pastries now. I am on a mission, mon ami. A mission to bake the perfect lemon tart that could beat even the ones in Old Lion's cafes. Wish me luck. And oh, make sure to keep our life series eventful and incredible, because we'll have lots of stories to laugh at a few decades down the line.